Ooh, and a very good evening to you. I almost didn't get into my seat in time. Vegas fixing what's going on. Shannon and Quinny, baby doll, coachisms. How are you tonight? Hello, hey Monique, how are you doing? Not going to be a long one tonight here. I left a few things undone. Hello, Sophia's. I will just say this, having now come over from another chat. I don't like people that don't keep their word. Okay. Nothing irks me more in life when somebody tells you, if you do something, I'll do this. And then they don't carry through and they don't do it. Hey, Joe King. Yeah, Joe King and I were over in Barbie's chat tonight, Barbie Girls chat. Hello, Echo. It's kind of fun. I've never really stayed any length of time to look at people playing video games before, and that was very interesting. Hey, Vicky, I'm going to talk about that today. I have a lot of juicy drama. I don't like to go over. Hey, Marcel, man, yeah, I just don't like people. Yeah, I'm going to do this. If you do this, I'm going to, if somebody donates, I'll stop the stream now and I'll go do play guitar. I'm like, just cut the bullshit. I'm tired of it. Barbie is a very sweet girl, and I'm happy. It was interesting to spend some time over there over at Barbie Girls channel, because I'd never really, really seen a gamer. You go by the gaming channels, you just kind of look at them, but you never really spend a lot of time examining. But it's kind of interesting watching Grand Theft Auto 5, and I don't know what the one was that they were on the motorcycles, like going through space. It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild. It's definitely not Pong. 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 I remember when, God, it had to be 1972 or something. And just when Pong came out, everybody's like, "Ooh, wow, you can speed it up, boink, boink, boink." And it was, oh, man. Oh man, hey, you know what? I'm back on Vlogger Puppet's wall again. What do you think about that? The old Vlogger Puppet has me up on his wall, and he pinned my comment today, which I thought was pretty cool. After being off for what? What do you think, Marcel? Being off for 2 years? It's nice to be back again. Yeah, I'm watching her go play Grand Theft Auto, and I'm kind of interested now in seeing, yeah, he's still alive. He met Burger Planet. He actually went up and sniped Burger Planet's stream down in San Diego. It was pretty interesting that to see him talking in real life for a decent length of time. Came up to Burger's van and talked to him in the van and hung out. So it was very flattering to see that he's once again, this community's catching the eye of the great puppet master. I think that's pretty cool. He did a lot for the bottom of YouTube. In my mind, he's the one that coined the term, and I'm talking, of course, about Vlogger Puppet. Yeah, paper towel puppet. It was awesome. But he's the one that really put the bottom of YouTube on the map in a parody sort of sense. I started out as RV tranny, and Elvis was on there, and Drury, and I'll never forget Elvis's, the first parody that Vlogger Puppet did. I don't even know if it's still up. He takes a lot of his stuff down. But it was called the Jelly Donut Mall Cop. Does anybody remember that? Marcel, man, the Jelly Donut Mall Cop, and it was funny as hell. And he had like a little police uniform on. How you doing, Sophia? Very, very funny stuff. And it had Marshall like, "Mama, I need a dozen of them jelly donuts. I need a dozen of them jellies, Mama." Because, of course, Marshall used to be, what's under the stereo? There ain't nothing under the stereo. Pneumatic tater tot. There ain't nothing under there. Right. Well, anyway, it was kind of funny. And I'm glad to see it back, but it was funny seeing that. You remember that? And also Jory was like a black chicken with a little beard and, and glasses on it. It was funny stuff. And I don't know, the funny thing about Vlogger Puppet is that years ago, this was in 2015 when he discovered me and Elvis and Drury. And then he kind of made fun, he likes to make funny. If you got a really thick skin, and if you got a thin skin, you're going to be in trouble. Jimmy Rance had a real thin skin, and it kind of got on his nerves, and some other people didn't like the way that they were portrayed on there. But I always found it very flattering, and like for a 9-month stretch, it was like I was almost on there every damn day on his thing. It got tiresome after a while, but I remember so much, just so many laughs and good times, and he would pop on the stream once in a while when I was doing a live stream and just, oh, okay. But it was funny. He acted like he didn't like me. And then one day he was going down to his girlfriend, and he had this on a video. His girlfriend was driving him down to the border down in San Ysidro in San Diego to drive him over to get his teeth fixed down there. He had a rotten tooth or something. And they were talking about my videos in the car, and he's like, well, who do you like to watch down? And he's in the passenger seat. And he's asking, who do you like to watch down here? And she's like, I enjoy watching Rosie's morning thing. Man, did he flip out. He just flipped out. Yeah, that's right, Marcel. Does Caravan Carolyn. Yeah, it's funny. I think he's coming around to this community again, but he's certainly given a lot of laughs. Hey, Shauna, how you doing? And I've really so enjoyed that concept. I mean, I've just enjoyed that over the years. I kind of lost touch with it. Yeah, there you go, Shannon. Some people just want to hit him. I made pretend I hired a detective to find him one time, and people got all bent at it. Oh, Rosie's got a detective to track you down, and it's just fun to see him take his rides where we would stay down on Pacific Beach. And when Jen and I would be in San Diego and we would be hanging out with Tara, we would always laugh about how we wanted to get up early and kind of intercept Vlogger Frog on one of his rides up Pacific Beach there. Of course, we never did because we were too smashed. Drank too much and wouldn't get up that early to go. But I want to say this to the guy in the other chat. Look, if you tell people, if you say something to people, and I don't want that, I'm not going to mention his name on here again, but if you tell people, donate to me, and I will stop the stream and go inside and play some music for you guys and get the guitar, and then you don't do it, then I take you up on that, and you don't do it, shame on you. Shame on you. That's the one thing that really, how you doing, Bully? That's the one thing that really frosts my flakes is people that don't hold true to their word when it comes to, when you've made like a deal with somebody. So $10. So I'm saying, Ivy Rose, I don't got time for that BS anymore. Okay. Now I want to go on to the chili report. I did make the chili and skillet cornbread yesterday, and it really turned out good. I do a lot of content. I didn't want to put another video up about the finished product, but it really turned out good. I want to thank the people that were on that hangout yesterday afternoon. You saw how easy it was to make 1/2 hour to produce that. And just tasted amazing. Simply just doubled up the recipe. So Jen would have that for lunch Yeah, credibility is doing what you say you're going to do, is not so much, but just when it comes to financial, when it comes to a financial deal. I'm not talking about YouTube business. I'm talking about when somebody takes, makes a deal. Give it a try. Now, if you don't like it with a little bit of heat in it, you can reduce the cayenne pepper. And it goes down real easy. It's real simple. You can make that in 1/2 hour. And that's great. Make some chili before the season ends. Listen, there's going to be another huge cold wave coming down into the U.S. on the 30th into the 1st of April. It could be, Jen, what is it, minus 20 degrees? Yeah, it's going to be minus 20 degrees in some parts of the U.S. It's going to be the final real kick-ass of the winter. So it'd be a good time to go get some ingredients and kiss winter goodbye and make yourself some chili. Missy Jenn, when is the cold wave hitting? The 30th? What's it going to get down to minus 20? The 30th. Yeah, what parts of the country?
East Coast.
East Coast. I mean, people aren't going to be prepared for that.
It's actually going to be the entire midsection all the way down to Mexico.
All the way down to Mexico. A brutal
cold
surge of the Canadian coming down there. So be ready for that. Yeah, they're in North Korea too, Marcel. Be ready for that. Hey, Rouge, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey, Denise. Yeah, grilled cheese sandwiches are good. I'd really like to make a grilled cheese. Yeah, another foot of snow. They had chaining up over the Sierras. I'm so tired. So tired of winter. Yeah, we're hitting 80s in Texas. I wouldn't mind that sunning my buns a little bit out there. Now I got to go buy a new lounge chair because they make them so crappy. I laid my fat ass on it and it just went down. Hey, Happy. So that's the chili report. So I want to thank those of you who were on the hangout. Yes, I had a great time hanging out with you guys. A lot of people enjoyed that. Flowers. Well, yeah, protect your young shoots, Sophie. Yeah, that's right. We were going to go to Reno, but go to Old Town Sac instead. That's nice. I still have to take Missy Jenn to Old Town Sac, Cobra John. Can you believe it? Hey, Celeste, how are you, sweetie? Nice to see you. Christmas. So I highly recommend. I haven't made chili in a long time. I don't want to make a real complicated chili. I don't want to be there fighting with people in Texas, and which is, the best chili and all that. Although I do enjoy looking at chili cook-offs. They have them in Las Vegas when the Cowboys are in town for the National Rodeo finals there. Eat at the Rio Cafe. Get some pallets and make you a lounge chair. Well, I'd like something reasonably comfortable. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? Wolf Brand is the best. Yeah, enjoy it because pretty soon we'll be in the heat of and in California, of course, we seem to go from cool right into hot, which I wouldn't mind. I like warm, sunny weather. JK, huh? JK. Hey, Debbie. There you go. We're going to Maryland on the 13th, flying into Baltimore. All right. Baltimore, Washington International Airport. Will I be safe going to the Vegas Road? Joe King's like, you know what? I could not go to the damn National Rodeo Finals because of the bottom of YouTube meetup down there. And I did not want to see Elvis walking by the Chippendales booth in the Fremont Street, opening his shirt. Woo, look at me. I'm a Chippendale. Yeah. What do you think, Rosie? Oh, yeah, Joe King. Were you the one who talked about that Fritos in Chile? I forgot about that. Yeah, warm and sunny, but not fire. How everyone makes their dishes. Mine was made very simply. Folks were playing out in the Woodard Galveston Bay this weekend. A lot of interesting history, a lot of tragic history down in Galveston there, Sophia. Very fascinating. Cindy, my girl, you look beautiful there in your viddy. Enjoying. What the hell were you having? A cup of coffee sitting out there? Yeah, the Chippendales. That's right. Elvis joined the Chippendales. Right on. I'd love to have been there. I'd like to just see a clear blue sky without a cloud in it. I'm just so tired of this stuff. Let's talk about bringing content. One of the things that I can't stand on YouTube is hearing people whine. I can't bring content. Look, if you're incapacitated, I understand. Okay? There's some people on YouTube that cannot physically get outside of their apartment, their home, their condo, or whatever. You're excused. Okay? I wish you all the best. I hope you get every bit of enjoyment out of YouTube. You deserve it. But for those of you who are a little bit able to go out there and do content, I don't want to hear a guy sitting in a car, sitting in a can there, talking about how, hey, Steve Gumby, doing good, doing good. Talking about, hey, Susie, talking about how I can't do content because the area I live is just trees and blah, blah, blah. And I put on, hey, Marie, and I put on the side chat that you're defeated before you even begin. You're defeated. Do you know how many times you ride down a street? How many times I've ridden through Santa Rosa the 20 and a half years that I've lived here? It'll be 21 years in August that I've lived in Santa Rosa. And until, hey, Linda, until I started walking the streets, I never really saw anything. When you drive in a car, you're not looking, you got your car brain on. You're not seeing all the cool stuff. Hey, Kat, how you doing, beautiful? You're not seeing all the cool stuff. And I heard Kat talking about the glamorous life yesterday. She wants to get that, even if she's in a power chooch, going around in a chair. Because she knows that's content that people like. I've proven that on YouTube. I have proven that on YouTube. Hey, Gary, more than anybody else in the history of Boyd. I have brought you urban life. Now, I don't want to see Kat go into a scruffy neighborhood. And she said, Rosie, have no fear. You're a ghetto rat, Rosie. You were born and raised in the slums of Baltimore. But girlfriend, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, 10 Israeli bonds clutched in my little infant hands, and 20 gold coins under my butt. There ain't no way. How you doing, Marshall? There ain't no way I'm going out to any ghetto. You be like Marshall, Rosie. You just go out to the rich areas. Well, you see a glamour queen like Kat in the rich areas. She's a show in herself. You can see Kat riding Rodeo Drive, riding up to the Beverly Wilshire, the Beverly Hills Hotel, the Pink Palace down there. Doing that content and bringing that content, man, she'd knock the lights out. She would be a content queen. It's like Marshall. He came in the other night. Elvis thought he had the key to my channel. Came in, dared me to take a poll while I'm almost struggling for my life on 85th Street in Oakland on International Boulevard. And he asked me, poll your side chat and see if they liked these chooches. I said, vote 69 if you like these. Man, it was like 90%. People love that stuff. Love that. Not Marshall's cup of tea. I understand that. I'd like to see him do food content like he did today at the Persian restaurant. To me, that's, when you see the shawarmas and you're learning about the Persian sodas and all the apple drinks from United Arab Emirates, that's cool. But Kat can go into Las Vegas and there's wealthy areas. She can go around and charm them at the what the hell is the museum? The Zach Bagans Haunted Museum. Maybe get a behind the scenes tour. She's got infinite possibilities in Vegas to do. As she said, she likes food too, to do food reviews, all kinds of things. Go live. But when somebody sits in their car and they're defeated before they even begin and they're talking about, I can't bring content. So go down to Pike's Market. Oh, I don't say, it's hilly in Seattle. Well, I can't walk too much. Well, brother, get yourself in shape. There's so much. How you doing, Oda May? There's so much content that you can bring, and it just really gets my goat when somebody says, I can't do stuff. There's so many things that you can do out there. Drive your car 10 blocks away, get out and start walking. To me, it just seems like it's just defeated before you even begin.
Pink, purple. The pink is the cold, freezing cold.
What do we got here? The pink or the purple?
The pinkish.
Yeah, this is a preview of coming attractions.
-20 goes all the way down.
You can see the map of the U.S. all the way down to the tip of Texas.
It goes into Mexico.
All through Michigan, the UP, Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Goes into Mexico.
And what is that going to be, Jen? 20 below zero.
Yeah.
I mean, that's freaky for that time of year. Thank you, honey.
That's coming.
Better be ready for that. That's going to that's going to blow some people away. Hey, you know what, Kat? I was listening to you yesterday, and I love listening to your streams. I'm captivated by, as you know, I'm well invested into your situation. I enjoy watching you find that strength now and emerging on top again. You know what I'm saying? Like you've been through the valley, forged of fire, and you're coming out the other side now. And you're seeing all the good things that are possible on here. I think that your darkest days are behind, and take it from an old broad. You've come a great distance. But the thing that and you realize that the guy in the car doesn't realize is you don't have to duplicate what somebody else is doing. You don't have to duplicate Elvis to get views. You already get views when you want to. You don't have to duplicate me the way I shoot. You show life the way you want to present it. You want to go in fancy ass neighborhoods? Do it. I mean, I'd enjoy seeing that kind of content. You know me, I'm always like, Mr. Z, can we go into a worse area or cut? This is really a nice area. It's like, she's like, yeah, you don't need to walk and shoot. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You can be in a car. Mallory Williams has a gift of being able to chooch from a dressing room table. Keeps people enthralled. Has a hangout. Can sit there and just do her thing. Go out and have a nice coffee sitting at the lake. What a beautiful setting she had the other morning. There's so many ways to bring content, but if you're defeated before you even begin, It just really surprises me. Scratch card, I'm really not promoting anybody. I'm just kind of over. Yeah, I know, Kat. It's not for everybody. I don't want to see anybody get attacked on anything. I'm old. If I cash out, it is what it is. But I'm just saying the possibilities that Kat has now to do things, and of course, the health is first. Get yourself healthy. Get yourself in a great frame of mind. You don't need fancy gear. You already got a nice phone. But don't be one of those people that's, I don't have the gear. I don't have the data plan, blah, blah. You got to invest in people. It's a chicken and egg thing. Hey, Holly. The fist back. I did. I got that, baby. Let me show you that thing. Yeah, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. You don't have your health, you don't have anything. There it is, baby. 10 ounces of stainless steel. 318 stainless right there. You feel good. You get your knee all checked out. You get your MRI. A lot of people follow you, Kat. A lot of people enjoy your content. A lot of people root for you. A lot of people want you to come back. And even though I'm friends with Marshall, let me tell you, I don't always agree with a lot of the nonsense that he says. But you know what that does? It makes you a stronger person inside. And ain't no proper Israeli ever cut and run, right? That's the bottom line on that. Mama Ricky, how are you? I've seen her stand up, laugh, because we all know a lot of this stuff on YouTube is just shits and giggles. But when somebody tells you, I can't do this, I can't do that, and wants you just whine, it's not going to pay off. I said it last night and I'll say it again. It's very hard to be successful when you pull negative all the time. When you demand and whine, 90% of the people are just going to click. It's not going to work. Oh, how you doing, Ghost? Thank you. I'm doing great. I'm doing good. I get frustrated. I got really frustrated tonight. I just clicked out. I can't take it. This kid's got so much opportunity, lives in such a great and dynamic area to bring so much quality content, and considers himself defeated before you ever even start. And I don't like that. I don't like people that are quitters. I mean, here I am. How you doing, Greg? Here I am today, day number 20 of no alcohol. When I wake up tomorrow, I will be in the second half of my no alcohol journey. Thank you, Cab 7. There it is. Take a negative, turn it into a positive. Thank you, my friend. Something that you teach every morning. You teach on your streams. And Odame, if you're here, please link up Cab 7's channel here. I'd consider a personal favor if all of you checked him out. I tend to agree, Marshall, because if you don't do your own content, if you try to be me or you, Elvis, it's never going to work. You have to be original. You have to be original. It's like Zibnew said, buy a Class B camper van. and go make content. Cab 7's a great guy. I never in a million years thought somebody of his caliber would be watching my channel, but he does. You know, I'm proud of you too, Greg, for giving up smoking. Hey, Lindy, how you doing, beautiful? I can't wait to check out your stream. I was out having dinner, listening a little bit about your martinis and murder. Good stuff. There he is. Mr. Rogers, there he is. There's his channel. Sub him up. It's hard to monetize YouTube account. Well, it's going to be hard to monetize if you just think showing up. If you're just doing it for the monetization, you're going to be really disappointed when you get monetized. And you look at your earnings for the month and they're $7.92. And you're like, shit. You would do better to go learn how to shoot pool, right? To take up a pool cues and be a pool shark. You're never going to have what it takes to do that. You know, it's unbelievable. Well, it's mega control for me, Opiami, because I was a huge boozer. I didn't think that I could do it. I didn't think that I could quit drinking for 1 week, much less 2 weeks. And tomorrow will be 3 weeks. Now, I'm not saying I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a terrible binge drinker. That is a risk, Joe King. That is a risk. But I'm glad I did it. That's what I'm saying. Celeste collected the message. Someone lives near Seattle or near the Washington Mountains. There's not even an excuse to say you have no content. The mountains, the reservations, there's too much content material. You'd have to think about things. Woo, Cab 7 again. I have 13 years of sobriety, but it does not matter. What is important is I'm sober today. What is important is you get control over your own. Once in a while, you just got to pull back on the reins. And I think just get control of what you're doing. Thank you, Vicki. And I sat here night after night. I could easily knock back 10 beers on a hangout. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it again, but what I'm saying is sometimes you just have to show yourself that you're still in control of yourself. And I think of Greg Campbell out there now with the smoking. Thank you, Steve. Much appreciated. Yeah, Cab 7 has impacted my life with just little inspirational messages and the things that he does around the community. And I think I never thought that Greg, how you doing, Ben? I never thought that Greg would, I thought that he would go to his grave as a big time smoker. It's nice to see. So, pardon me if I come in frustrated tonight and just feel like, wringing my hands again. Well, you have to, Cindy. You have to have you have to be able to control yourself. I'm used to being in a world where when it comes to business or a deal, people will stick by an agreement, a monetary agreement in particular. Elvis never says hi to anyone like Rosie does. Well, I don't know what to tell you in that regard. It almost broaches into the next part of tonight's little mini discussion. It's not going to be a long one tonight. But I'm saying, who really has a troll channel on YouTube? In my opinion, it's so easy, that low-hanging fruit of going negative on YouTube. of talking and ill will. Thank you, Happy Meal. Thank you, Happy Meal. Appreciate that. You've, you keep me up at night. I'm waiting for the trap door to. Thank you, Papa Grizz. You keep on being you. I saw you get over a big hump. A binge drinker is not an alcoholic, explained, and a chain smoker is not a smoker. Well, I've proven I don't think a true alcoholic can put down alcohol. Would be my answer. I don't remember what the wildest portrayal I ever saw of an alcoholic wasn't it Nicolas Cage in Leaving Las Vegas or something like that with Elizabeth Shue? No problem, Marie. Hey, how you doing, Anna? I ain't nothing, honey. We have a lot of laughs and shit, Anna. You and I can laugh at stuff on YouTube. I can be a dick. But I do want people to succeed. I'm so happy when I think of like Mallory Williams and her coming out of the gate, and I just see this wild ass filly coming to the track, man. And the track guy knows, the owner knows, the trainer knows, looking in the eye. They got a hell of a horse there. If only that horse gets out of that gate without being pinched, blocked, checked, pinned at the rail. And now you look at Mallory. Happy. Now you look at Mallory now, and she's, clipped a few heels. But, who doesn't want to celebrate a friend like that? And you think about the Bergs, and you want him to succeed so bad, and what he needs to do, at least you think in your mind, but just every day, just bam, bam, banging the head in the wall, will not get out of the stall. I think something really nice happens when you hit, I don't know, when you become an old buzzard, 60 years old, and you feel like you had your turn on the track, and now you just enjoy being like that trainer that just can spot people and say, hey, you know what? You really got what it takes. And to see somebody like Nicole come back and enjoy. Yeah, you're only as old as you feel, but you know what I'm saying? You can celebrate. You know what I'm saying, Mrs. Zombie, though? You can be genuinely happy for success of people. You don't feel a bit of twinge of jealousy or envy. You wake up in the morning and you look at Sunday morning and you'll see a Mallory Williams late night chat when everybody with sanity is asleep. She's bombing away at 4 and 5 a.m. and she's racking up the views, putting the content out. It's pretty amazing. And, Mrs. Zombie. And I like that. Able to extinguish dumpster fire. Yeah, Grizz, I enjoy your content. You know, you're another guy who stood strong against so much of the stuff. And I remember the day. Thank you, Cab. Thank you. I remember the day when Grizz said, "I'm gonna pack it in." I remember the day Vegas Vixen cried, tears. December of 2017, after we got back from Las Vegas, she cried on Hangouts, drunk as a skunk, overnight Hangouts, crying that I'm shutting my YouTube channel. Why? Because Elvis said some nasty things to her. And I remember almost begging on my knees. I said, don't close this channel down. You're going to regret it. Now, I think she's probably pretty happy that she still has that channel. I think Papa Grizz is happy that she's still here. I am. The 7 a.m. slot. Davey says, I like Elvis. He's a cool guy. But you got to understand, Davey, when you talk about that, and I don't mind talking about him because he talks about me a lot. There's the business element to that. Now, I'm not saying it's not, you know, if you want to pursue YouTube as a business, that's fine. But I'm not going to pursue YouTube as a business and plow people under or use them as fertilizer along the way. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Hidden, how are you? Well, I think we all do, Hidden. We reach 60. There's something very magical that happens at 60. Yeah, the 7 a.m. You like it that early, Happy? There's something magical about that age. Maybe a great guy to build around, maybe not, Davey. I just happen to think people are there's more depth to people. You know, I said this before. Somebody once told me, Rosie, you're like that. Remember what I told you? You're like that barrel of oil that spills on the water. It's a very thin sheen that goes very far, but there's no depth to it at all. I disagree. There is depth to it. You know, there are people to know out there. Like I've taken the time, Davey, I'm not in kissing your ass. I don't understand a lot about stuff, but I let things just evolve. I don't make blanket judgments about things. But I'm not going to you better understand what you are in that relationship. Don't ever imagine yourself as being more than that. Now I'm more than that because I've been around for a lot of years. I've tried to be helpful. I know family. How you doing, Crystal? But I would say for the average person, just understand what the realities of the relationship really is, Davey. Now, how much do you want to matter? I mean, if you can go to bed content that you're a cog in the machine of ET Incorporated, that's cool. But I will tell you what, Davey, you'll never emerge as an individual when you try to thrive in the shadow of someone else. I think so, Cobra John. I think so. There's not an infinite supply of idiots. You already matter a lot, Mallory. You were straight up honest. Said you want to be successful. You want to be a major person. There's nothing wrong with that. You've been here a long time. It's something I've always wished for my friend Nicole, and you don't know how great a feeling it was to know that she was out meeting Sean and meeting Phil and doing some content. Hey, Megan. Megan Fox. There she is. I really love to see people succeed. I really do. Even in a place like YouTube. You know, that's right, Dusty. I could not go through life toxic talk. And that's for darn sure. I think it's like the more, like I thought in 2019, the more people that are hosting chats. I know Eclectic Domestic Celeste wants to do some chats. Yeah, you'll never hear the word Philly again. That's right. YouTube is brutal, Davey, but you got to carve out your own niche. You got to carve out your own niche. You got to make your own content. I find it astoundingly trying to succeed. Important to leave that positive so others can use as springboards to reach their goals, desires, dreams. That's right. That's right, Cab. I think we get it. I think we all reach the point that you reach where we can feel happy. Thank you, Cobra John. Thank you. Respect and integrity, good for you. Thank you, Cobra John. From real and from the heart. That's right. Thank you, Cobra John, Cabs Heaven, and all you people today. You know, you inspire me to want to continue to doing the things that I'm doing. And that's the only thing I want to leave. The only idea I want to leave Bergs with, hey, Sister June, is that you have to be yourself. You have to have confidence in yourself. You cannot be defeated before you begin. You cannot run a race in your mind. You got to physically get out there and invest the time, the energy. Start small, but start somewhere. Do something. A candle opera, old school. That's it. Just you do you. It's like Vinny said. Vinny was my key to freedom. 2019. Yep, CX made a killing from trolls. You be you. That's what Vinny said. The greatest 3 words of 2019. You do you. Don't do somebody else. Don't Rosie do Vinny. Don't Vinny do Rosie. Now, we can do a little chooching. We can live stream, and I'm real happy more people are live streaming. A lot of the void is turning more to live streaming, which is great because people will get to interact. Waiting to see if Vinny's going to take somebody out with his bucket shovel in the front of his backhoe, or whether Rosie's going to really get caught up in a shit situation on 85th Street and International Boulevard in Oakland. It's good content. Don't give Vinny any credit for you. Listen, Megan's going to come over. I'm going to box your ears, Rosie. What I'm saying is we all rub off on each other a little bit. You know, I see Cab 7 in here, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, we all need a little Cab 7 in ourselves. Maybe I inspired Greg Campbell. Who knows? I know, Megan. I need to dial it back a little bit. I know. I wasn't real happy with, you know, yeah, Vinny moved some dirt today. He sure did. Well, Davey, just make sure when you say I will walk the worst streets of Phoenix for content. Hey, Princess Fairy, just be careful. Just be careful that it's something that is you really desire to do. For me, raised the way I was, it's perfectly comfortable for me to be in that type of environment. I don't know if there's any mean streets of Phoenix, Davey. I've never been there. I've been to Yuma, Southern Arizona. But I will tell you what, you've got to find your own thing to do. Thank you, Cab. I appreciate that. I can take my wig off. You can ask Narce. Just says, Rosie, you look nice and butch, short hair. Cop a charge. That's it. Yeah, Happy says, I've never met an Australian that I didn't adore. Yeah, there's something to that. I know you want to see. You got to pay for that wiping out the YouTube trash. That's, you know, you got to pay for that. East LA. Wait till I get down to LA in May. Down there. You will see Compton. You will see the Bowery. You will see. Yeah, is the Trollorama over yet? Oh, to me. You'll see all that. Because I think I have an edge over a guy like RV Davey that might go in, or somebody else, because they're less apt to screw around with you. Because you're such an outlier coming in as presenting female. Network 126 territory, Skid Row, all of that. But I know areas of LA that haven't even hit the map on YouTube for streaming. You take a walk from City Hall in Los Angeles down towards Chinatown, past the LA Times building, and you walk over that area with the overpass and highway overpass, and you step over about 500 tents and people on the side. You see if you got the balls to keep your camera moving forward. I'll put that up against any area. I'll put the Tenderloin in San Francisco against that. That's it. If you're not living on the edge, you're just taking up space. But it ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody. And I don't want to see anybody ever come back and see, you know, I got my legs broken or I was mugged in an alley doing this stupid street streaming. It's like Kat said, go to a fun area. How you doing, Cupcake? Go to a beautiful area. Show people. Take people through Beverly Hills. I'll get the wig. Tell me what style. Treat exactly, Megan. Today, if you look at my stream from this afternoon, I thought we were going to mix it up. I had my pepper spray, safety off. I had two guys living in a hooch in a swampy, shitty, old abandoned cement yard. And one guy started screaming at me. I don't know what the hell he said. But I'm telling people in the live stream, I'm marching ahead 30 feet. I'm turning around, so I'm coming towards him. So I got the wind in my back, and I'm ready with the pepper spray, and we're going to get it on. I ended up giving the guy something. Because I came with respect to him. You will always collect a dividend if you treat people with respect. Everybody's got a story. Yeah, that's it. It's going good. Have you ever considered that you're mocking the poor for views? No, because having been raised poor myself, I cannot mock my own. I cannot mock my own background, Alan. I cannot do that. If I was talking on camera and I was telling people, look at these mofo, blah, 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 then you'd have a right to say that. But there's not one person I've met, whether they're down on the ground or in front of me or rooting through a dumpster, that I haven't met with respect. No, that's how you treat people, because I've been there before. Greg, I cannot get a concealed carry permit here. I've told you before that in the county of Sonoma and in the city of Santa Rosa, even though we have a right to defend ourselves, and even though the United States Court of Appeals told the city of Santa Rosa and the Sonoma County Sheriff's Department that they must issue concealed carry permits for people's right to carry, they looked at that Court of Appeals and said, yes, you told us that we have to issue concealed carry permits, but you didn't tell us in what timely a fashion we have to do so. So they have applications about that thick on the desk, and they don't have any intention of processing one single license to carry concealed. Well, Alan Gold, shame on you for following and sucking ass on the people that you do, while you sit there with News Network, while he goes around and looks for hookers and yells at them from cars, throws shit at them, blares the horn to make people jump on the street. Shame on you when you sit there and giggle like a 4-year-old watching that content. You can't carry it all. Shame on you, Alan Gold, and your ilk. Do as I say, not as I do. That's right. There's people I've met out there that have been veterans. There's people I've met out there, not one person you can ever say, Alan Gold, I've not treated with dignity and respect out there. I've prepared for battle, but I've always been pleasantly surprised. And we always seem to walk away smiling and wishing each other well. And if that's a bad thing, Alan, go back to North Korea, my friend, with great leader. I'll get smoked, Alan. You'll get smoked before I will. There are even homeless veterans. We need more blessings. We need more interaction. We need more people that carry the reality of the streams to people, Alan, instead of you sitting in your posh condominium on Fifth Avenue in New York City and looking down your nose at everybody, never deigning to get your hands dirty in the lives of some people in this nation to bring the horrors of International Boulevard. Yeah. So I'll wear that badge. I'll wear that badge. I'll wear that for you, Alan, the ultimate exploiter. That'll be for you. That's the way he's always been, Cobra John. In fact finding, he finds misery. It is. Thank you, Papa Grizz. I'll make sure she gets that. Coach for the homeless. That's awesome. I want to organize a fundraiser for the Redwood Gospel Mission. I'd like to be able to show what it's like to sit in this service and to then sit there in a dining hall and be able to live stream that to people and have a direct donation link so that if people wanted to hit that, they could. Is that a bad thing? Oh, that's good, Keith. There you go, Happy Meal. Public is public. That's right. People see what they want to see, not what's there. Cesar, that'd be wonderful. Semper Fi, Yujiro. I'm gonna say you be positive about stuff and you lead with your heart, because you can't fool people on YouTube. They watch and see how you interact with people, and there's people on my stream that live for the day when I make sport or something. I might laugh about some shit I see. I might laugh about a couple idiots doing something on the road, but there's nothing wrong with that. And I've been doing this for years. Yeah, I'd like to get out there and try it. I'd like to go out there and try it. Really see what it's like on the street. And I'm too much of a pussy to go out now when it's damp and raining. I'll wait till it's kind of comfortable out there. We'll see. We'll see. You know, Alan, I'm the one that's had baking hangouts for direct donation links to disabled American vets, to the Wounded Warrior Project, breastcancer.org, autism, and probably 10 more charities. And what have you ever done? Hey, Barbie girl. Get out there and show people what life is like, not to sanitize life from Fifth Avenue in New York City. Thank you, Megan. I'm not proud of myself, but I'm just saying things just click into place because that's the things I like to do. And if people tell me I don't want to be on film, they're not on video. Fair? I think so. That's it. Biscuits. Thank you, Happy Meal. You're doing great, Jill. I got no problem. Honey, you're doing fine. I think the world of you, Jill. That's right. I'm you know, Barbie, I'm not proud. It's just, it's where content, the ability for content meets, you know, where you have opportunity and desire come together. That's a nice thing. How you doing, you mad bro? Nice to see you. Oh shit. Joking. I love you, Joe. You know that. I will be respectful, or people will, we will get called out for us. Okay. And it's not always going to be those things. I want to be on LA on Hollywood Boulevard. I want to be up on the Hollywood Hills. I want to be taking you up to a nice live streaming place, taking you out to Venice Beach. I've done videos, cinematic videos. I want to take you live out there. Spend a day on the beach with me. Let's have some fun. It's not all about the negative stuff. It's about the fun stuff too. It's about all the it's just a small part of it. You think I want to spend every day creeping around alleys and, you know, vicious dogs. I want to have fun too. But you better believe, Alan Gold, that if I was in an exploitive mode for stuff, I would be, if there was an inkling that I was screwing with people, I'd hear about it. It's a bad life. So there's good, you know, it's going to be a good balance of stuff. Send my, whose shoes? How much do you have to tip me to take your wig off? I've been down in home. I'm not going to go into that again. I'm not going to dredge up my life for, I've been really down. Yep. You love the underdog like I do, Jewel. But if I see somebody that's in a car now whining night after night, and I'm wringing my hands because this person has the potential to be really successful on YouTube, it frustrates me. Squirrel popping for something to eat. You're sweet, Megan. I'm just an old bat. Show what Scottsdale's about. Scottsdale. Show me where, Davey, show me where spring training is. And show me where the Giants train up in Scottsdale. Okay. Show me where the San Francisco Giants train. Show me around these rich neighborhoods. Marcel. Marcel. You know what, Marcel, man? Marcel, man. You know, she's like, Marcel and I should be in an old Hollywood, old black and white movie from the 1940s, right? We're talent agents in New York, right? We're struggling. Jesus, you know, we got the guy that's got the juggling monkey coming in. You know, the man of 1,000 voice. Okay, we've heard it. Oh, great. You do a great Jack Benny. That's great. What else do you do? Can you wash dishes in a restaurant? And you would have checks and balances, right? I'd be like, oh, you're great. We can do great things with you. And Marcel's like my partner. It's like, fuck, here we go again. It's like, honey, we like you, but you're never going to amount to anything here. Can you hem a dress? Are you good with the sewing machine? Oh man, that's it, Juice. She ain't no silent partner, Megan Fox. She's like kaboom, kaboom. She's out there. Yeah, yeah, monkeys. You're not kidding. Hey, bully, how you doing? That's what I say, Greg. I float a little bit out there, but I want to point somebody in the right direction. Dick inside her. I really want to push him in a good direction. Yeah, I think so, Grizz. No, I never did. You know, people always ask if I and Elvis ever had sexual relations, and I've relayed this story many times. It was answered in November of 2015 when I flew out to Chicago. It never broached again with me and him. It just never did. Just never, you know. Yeah, they did. I'm not into that. I'm just got to have something. Yep, need a man like you, Cesar. Megan Fox. Yes, Alan Gold called you a clown. Barbie, I had fun watching you tonight. Yes, Alan Gold has trolled me since he discovered me over on the network news. Yeah, I agree, Otome. Some people cannot see what they have with you trying to be their truth. Yeah, people want to shortcut stuff. Kitten cat. Women. I have to laugh. Everyone knows I'm Rosie. How you doing, Darth Hosey? Nice to see you back again. Well, you saw Elvis had that full-on shawarma today. That's nice, Barbie. It's really wild seeing you do that. When I think, I'm the old bat, and we used to think Atari Pong was the bomb, and then I see you driving around Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm like, damn, Barbie, take the wheel. Here you go. I'd like to have Middle Eastern food, but you really need to exercise. You really need to exercise. Eat her brains. Hovering over a Walmart bag. Yeah, bring back the O'Kelly blow-up doll. That's it. I just love a damn beer, Jewel. What I wouldn't give for a beer right now? Wow. What I wouldn't give for beer. Hey, Cassidy, how you doing, honey? Sister June just nasty. I remember my brother tossing his dinner at the table having been made to eat Lebanese food. Boy, I bet that really stimulated the other diners. I'm a foodie. I like to try anything, but damn, the fly larvae got you. I mean, I'm concerned when somebody tells me, "Hey, I got to cover my food while I go to the bathroom." I'm, what the fuck, man? You're in an American restaurant. I can understand, like I'm in Western China, up in Xinjiang province, way up in northwest China, right? And I'm at this roadside shithole with 80-mile-an-hour winds blowing and sand, and people are having cloths over their head, and the doors bang, 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 and there's lunch is served, right? Bzz, flies everywhere. I never got sick in China. I'm not going to eat in a restaurant that has a shitload of flies that are going to land on my food. I'm out there in Western China. This is good. Good mutton. I don't want to know that, Joe King. I don't want to know what was in the kitchen. The food on the plate looked pretty good. God knows. Okay, Davey, God knows how much cat and dog I ate. I don't even want to know. Yeah, you survived corner taco stands in Mexico. You know, they're nice. You go down to Guadalajara, Mexico City, some of that street fare. Fly larvae. Look at Cindy. Cindy, like, I'd rather be sitting out in that nice outdoor venue in Phoenix enjoying my coffee. You look like a queen out there, honey. Oh, no. Come on, hello there. Elvis, welcome to the Real Troll channel now. I'm coming down. You and me are gonna have. Where you and me are gonna. We're gonna break bread together, honey. Oh, thank you, Barbie girl. Yeah, I'm fascinated by you. I really am. See, when I meet somebody and kind of get across them, I wanna get to know them a little bit. Thank you, honey. That's right. Celeste is like, get your work done and have fun. You're the truth reaper, Alan. You're the truth reaper. But like I was saying, Barbie girl, I enjoy. I'm fascinated by your background. There's so many moving parts to you. You know, I mean, you're a very attractive woman, but I'm just saying you're also project manager. You work in a male dominated field, construction, maybe civil engineering, something like that. And then you're a gamer on top of that. And you enjoy a drink and a smoke. It's a lot to explore. There's a lot that interests me in you. Hell, I'm still working on Oda Mae Brown. Yeah, you rule the men. I like that. You assholes are behind schedule. I'm looking at it's your turn, kid. Happy meal. I don't know. I'm gonna be awake staring at the ceiling tonight. Thank you, Happy Meal. Keep your money in your pocket, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. It's about 10:15. Clear the decks. If somebody else wants to go live, I have a few things to do. I'm doing people's taxes, and that's a nightmare. I'm working. You're still my number one woman of mystery, Oda Mae Cooper. I'm peeling back the onion very slowly. And I'm looking forward to meeting Oda Mae. I'm not sure if she's going to go with me to East St. Louis, but she'll point me in her. There you go, Rosie. Just go down the ramp there. Bye. If you had to choose a life partner, who would it be? In here right now? Good night, Grizz. Boy, that's a good question. You know, I don't really know. I bet there's so many people in here that you just want to meet. Oh, you love accounting. There you go. That there's just so much, you know, I mean, thank you, Princess Fairy. Mwah. Yeah, Alan Gold, my number one. Let me think. Well, Yujiro, you are very handsome. My Barbie girl. Where's my Megan Fox? Now, let's ask the question. Who do I think I'd kick it with the most? It would be Megan Fox. Come on, choose. What do you think? Cab 7, thank you, my friend. Thank you, my friend. I can't do that. Hello there. I got to think about that. I always had kind of a thing for Canon versus GoPro. Celeste said, if I name mine, someone else is going to get upset. I guess we know who that is. You know, it's just that there's a lot of people I just find fascinating. Like, you know, to be able to sit down to dinner with Cab 7 and just be able to break bread and just chat for a few hours around the fire and stuff. It's just to share life experiences. Katie, your big day's tomorrow, honey. Make sure you catch tomorrow morning's chooch. I mean, there's a lot of very, 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 very attractive people down here. You know, there's men that are very strong. Like I see Juice out here. Yeah, Mr. Rogers. I see Juice out here. I'll never know what Juice looks like, but I'll tell you what, Juice fascinates me with his background and his, but I have to satisfy myself. Warren's around. He was on my hangout, but you know, I'm curious. I mean, Barbie Girl is beautiful. Rosie O'Kelly, can you help us how to have a lot of, I don't consider myself with a lot of subscribers, Mark Poseidon. I really don't. Yeah, well, I've watched him for a few months when he was mentioned on who in the heck's chat? He was mentioned on God, who's the gal up in the Northwest there? She slipped my mind. Uber Goober lady. Mentioned on Uber Goober. Yeah, I do. I'm a good fit with women. You know you know what I'm saying? I mean, the parts fit. Yeah, started following him through. I never imagined that he would ever be on a stream of mine. So, Mark, well, this is the place to come. Tooth Decay, how you doing, Tooth Decay? Do you do content, Mark? Let me go to your channel a minute here. Let me check it out. Give me a second. Go to channel. Okay, well, I'm sub to you. Well, okay. Where are you from? Your challenges, vlog, gaming. Join. You haven't been around that long. You're doing okay. You're from the Philippines. Yeah, I spent time down in Makati, Metro Manila. Through Pirate Calypso. That's cool. Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the Philippines, Mark. I had responsibilities. One of the countries, Taiwan, Philippines, Hong Kong, and China for Royal Bank of Canada. Tooth Decay be coming. What you got to do is keep making content, I think. Don't be defeated. Good night, Barbie Girl. Makati, Metro Manila. I was dating a girl at LaSalle down there. I go all the way back to Dimple's Show Bar. Is Tucker the secret benefactor funding everyone? I don't know. We all over there. Anyway, guys, I am going to bail. Yujiro, thank you. Dusty, Celeste, wonderful to see you. Princess Fairy, Greg, Tooth Decay, not so great to see you. Oda May, Joe King, as usual. Opiami, Green Bay Wacky. There you are. Green Bay Wacky does. I'm subscribed to Green Bay Wacky. He unbanned all the trolls, and there you go, Green Bay. See, I watch your stuff. Surprised you, didn't it? Steve Gumby, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being an independent thinker. Take care, everybody.